Good evening, everybody. Today is Wednesday, 13th of December, 2023. The time is 5:56 p.m. So it's 5:56 p.m. It's evening here. I don't know what time it is wherever people are listening from, but I'm in England. Currently, I'm not around where I was supposed to be in London, but I should be coming back to London tomorrow. I'm currently in Manchester, and I'll be in Manchester just for a day, just due to the fact that I had some things to do pertaining working on my new modeling portfolio. I currently have a older portfolio, but I need to update it, and so I went up there just to see if there was an organization that could help me with taking some photos at the studio and things like that, etc. But when I do come back to London tomorrow, I'm hoping that I'll be traveling to Manchester again next week. So that's the plan. And also recently I've discovered that my lovely Nigel Farage is back. He's back. I mean, he'd been traveling, or he traveled or something like that. I've always liked Nigel Farage since I was younger, since I was in sixth form college. And I remember giving a speech about him in class because someone said to the teacher, "Oh, I heard that you really like Nigel Farage, now to let us know why." So I was sitting just explaining. They were like, "No, stand up, explain to us why you like him," because apparently 80% of the class didn't like him. So I explained why I liked him. I think he's a handsome geezer. He's smart. He's like a no nonsense person. He's level headed. Like, he's got literally, I don't know whether he's a dad or not, but he looks like he's got dad bod too. I don't really know, but when I was in sixth form college, I think he was single. I think to this day he's probably single. Who knows? But no, I really, really like Nigel Farage a lot. I watch some of the interviews. I watch a lot of his interviews. I watch. I don't say I'm creepily loving Nigel Farage, but no, he's one out of probably 10 public speakers and politically correct and sound people, and I've ever come across, and that's just to say this is definitely not going to be about Nigel Farage. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry for delaying on this topic on relationship with the subtopic friendship, but I've been going through a lot of things. I'm supposed to be recording this in the next hour or so for today's one, but I said, look, Vivian Chidama Branasima, you need to get on here a bit earlier today, because with some of the things I've been going through, I was going to make a vlog about it, but I'm still thinking, because there's a lot of things. I think the video would have to just be short because there's too much info. There's so much has been happening. I'm looking for a therapist probably soon, a lot, or some sort of professional counselor, that should be local. But yeah, like, I'm making the decisions that I need to make, but the things are just, I'm thinking, I've heard things like this with people who are older going through this. I'm like, why am I going through this now? Like, why now? You know? But yeah, that being said, let me introduce you to this topic in the series: love, sex, romance, and relationship series. I've covered episode 1, 2, and 3: love, sex, and romance. And today I'm covering relationship, but with the subtopic friendship. So, what would you guys really define a friend as? What would you really say? Because I was just gonna open this up with being specific on identifying a fake friend, identifying a true friend, and the types of things like I've experienced. So a true friend may be defined as mutual unconditional love. This can be a different type of love than you might receive from your family or your partner. Real friends may show unconditional love and expect nothing in return. They may not judge you or think less of you. And the qualities of true friends would obviously be the very, very a good friend to a lot of people. And I'm not too sure whether I definitely do not understand the type of person they are, but the types of friendship I have had, because currently I have probably like one person that I would consider that I talk to who I've reconnected with in some sense, but they are not someone I would say is new, but someone that I've had to forgive lots of times as a friend, which is clearly different, because when you forgive other friends and they keep doing the same thing and you're just like, I don't know what to do anymore. It's either they clearly don't want to be friends with me if I have to make the same mistakes again and again and again and again and again and again and again, and you keep forgiving and they keep doing it, and you're just like, at this point you're through with it. You're just like, they clearly don't want to be friends with me, because there's so much that you can actually do with such person. And also I have had some eye openers on friends who create no time for me. I create time for them and I go visit them, and I remember someone said to me recently, so you're doing all of this and no one's looking for you. And when they said that, it really struck a chord to me. I was like, what do you mean no one's looking for me? I clearly just told you I have like some good friends that they're not here anymore. They're not in the country. They're outside the country. But the ones that are in the country or in the city, and I've left the city and I came back to the city, visited, they're always giving me excuses. When people that I had known before said, I asked about you from this person, friend that you speak to and you're close, or they identify you as a sister or friend or best friend, they said like they don't really hear from you, or you don't hear from them, or something like that, and then asked what was going on. And then I realized at this point, this is just a lie, because you can't be telling me we've not heard from each other when we clearly just spoke yesterday, And the person telling me this I'm just thinking, are they trying to cause a scene or whatever? And I came to find out actually, no, it's true, because they said when I did speak to this person eventually, it wasn't about that. They did say a few people keep asking about me when they go to events and do I speak to them? I was like, yeah. Well, just recently start speaking to them again, but why? And they said, oh, well, this is not really the case, but I didn't really know that they would be asking about you and you already spoke to them. So, and I'm thinking, but why would they say that we hadn't spoken? Or so I started questioning. I was like, okay, so no, this is what's happening. When you have friends that are not consistent and the friends are not being true, and you've had some confrontations on and off, but you still manage to salvage your friendship, even though you didn't say to them you wanted to unfriend them. However, they were giving you vibes that they wanted to move on, clearly. So I tried to salvage a few friendships of some people, a few females who had issues with. One of them said I was too popular, or I know too much people, or something, and then I was a bit confused. And this was when she said I was in school, but school was probably like 10 years ago plus, no? If that's the school she's talking about. And that's the reason why she weren't talking to me from 21 years old, or probably 20. I'm confused about that. And then other one gave an example of, well, I like to be around my other friends, the Filipinos, and I like to be around the Vietnamese because that's where I'm from. And I love you forever. There's no bad blood between us. We'll be sisters forever. And when I finished hanging out with them for as long as I need to, then, and I'm thinking, hold up. So you're telling me we are we're close friends, like best friend, we're close. Then suddenly one day you woke up and you don't want to be friends for some stupid reason. But I said, in my head, I said, I've heard stupider reasons, but it's not like a 1 year, 2 year friendship. I'm talking about when you're friends with people, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like you're friends with them for a very long time and you've not done anything wrong for them to wake up one morning to not be your friend. And another thing I've had is someone who asked me to be friends with them who's much older than me. In person, they treated me so disrespectful, horribly and everything, and thinking that I'm not seeing what they're doing, right? And then in person, when other people are around, and then when no one's around, they're trying to be like nosy on my personal business and my private life and everything, my private life and stuff. And then on messages, they're praising me or I won't say encouraging, but like acknowledging me in some ways or whatever. Then I'm then hearing from so-and-so of their mutual friend that they can't keep my name out of their mouth, even though apparently some of the things sounds nice, but the majority of things sounds like they are a stalker, a manipulator. This is a grown woman. Probably the person's probably now in their 40s as we speak. And then there's another one in her late 30s who's done some stupid things too. And then the other females I'm talking about, they're in their 20s, like I am in. So I do have friends who say at one point to me, had friends at one point, he said to me, like, we'll be best friends for life, lifelong friends, etc. And then this is a gender of a male as well. And then they decided that, look, to break discretion, like we had something, like communication was supposed to be very good. And then one day, because they woke up with jealousy in their heart or eyes or feet or whatever and mouth about one or two things concerning something about me, which they said that they were shocked or something. I was like, no, I've always been doing this. Like, if you knew me back in the days when I had like 1 point something thousands or billions of followers, like if you knew me those times, you would have not wanted to talk to me, because apparently for people it was too much eyes on on their profile and stuff like that. So now I said to this person, why is it that you're talking about me? And he said, how do you know? I've not shown you in the conversation. I said, look, you sent me a screenshot about something or someone, and I said, why am I involved in this? Don't you ever gossip with me on something. I don't like to gossip. You already know that. So don't you ever send me such things like that. And I said, above this message, you're clearly mentioning someone, you and this person. And if it better not be me in any way, shape and form. And then I literally said, please send me the remaining of the conversation. And then they were getting scared. And I was like, okay, no, send me the remaining of the conversation, because I want to know. I really want to know now what this is about. Because the point I didn't want to know what it was about, because he's talking about something else or someone else. But then I'm also mentioned. I don't even know. Now I sent the screen grab and I see it and I was like, oh. So you have nothing better to do than to be gossiping. I can't be rolling with gossipers. I don't even like people that gossip around me. I don't even gossip. Like, I don't sit there and say, did you hear about so-and-so? Or did you do? Nah. Do you think I have time for that? Do you think I have time for that? No way. I don't have time for that. I think people really need to understand the difference between time wasting and time gaining. Time wasting is to gossip and to be so frivolous with your time. Yeah? And time gaining is removing things like foolish people out of your life, people who like to gossip out of your life, and also people who are so counterproductive. I say so counterproductive. You give ideas, they don't want to do it. They don't want to suggest ideas. You sit down, all they want to do is just look at your face. Like, as if looking at my face is going to bring some bread from the sky. I don't even understand. So, I would say, like, the way I am now is basically similar to how harsh, I won't say I'm harsh, but I'm very, very, like, no nonsense. Like, you want to be my friend. You want to be my close friend, you said. You want to be my best friend. But you walk around like you're my nemesis. Or you're walking around like, today you're my friend, tomorrow you're confused, today you're not. It's like, make a decision. Make a decision already. And you want God to tell you whether you want to be my friend or not. Are you mad? Like, you can't even make a decision to be my friend and be true or respectful and honest in the friendship or to the friendship. And you want to keep mentioning people's personal stuff, your personal stuff, your people's personal stuff. I don't care. Don't tell me. Stick to talking about you, about what you want to do or what we are doing. What is this? Like, what are we doing? You know, like, don't be the type of person that a man acting like a woman and now a woman acting like a man, in the sense that you're friends today, tomorrow you're no friends no more. Then you start talking about the person's personal secrets. That's not friendship. I have never shared any private secrets of any friend to anybody just because we weren't friends no more. That's disgusting. I would never do that to anyone. I also feel as though I'm still young. Like, I'm 26. I'm going to be 27 soon. But the things I've experienced in life, even recently, where someone tried to set me up and also someone tried to get me killed. Recently, like, I've had people who keep coming up to me about business, all this, all my ears, like, I want you to help me with this. I know you've done this for that person in the past. I want you to do this. And I'm just like, look, slow down. Because just because I did this and that in the past season, that you think I'm going to do it in the future. I'm not even interested in doing that. That's in the past. You know, we came a bit too late. And I did explain that I don't do that anymore. I'm not interested in that. You know, my interest has changed. And if you can't really accept that, fine. But if people are just interested in business partnership, be clear about that. If you want to be friends, be clear about that. You can't be telling me today I want to be friends like this other silly geezer did. Like recently, I want to be friends. Then he goes, no, I changed my mind. I want us to be business partners. Then he goes, no, I want us to be lovers. Like, you know, you're the woman I want to be with. And I'm just thinking, And a few things he said was not adding up. I'm like, he needs to be sectioned. And he doesn't care about people's mental well-being at all. And another person did some similar thing where they are telling me that they want to marry me in like a few days. We've never hanged out. I mean, like, when I say hanged out, we've never been out with each other for longer than 30 minutes, or even probably longer than 20 minutes. And then they tried to tell me they like family members and stuff like that, like are police officers, and that me not trust. What did he say? Like, me not trust no one. I was like, okay. I said, me too. I don't trust anyone. I don't even trust you to say you want to marry me like in a few short time. Like, are you alright? And then this other person was like screaming his underlying crazy, strange behavior I love on the phone. And then I said, look, you just said not long ago you wanted to be friends. So just be friends. I said, look, I think you need to listen to my podcast because you're acting like those dudes that I will literally not ever talk to after he plays this one on me. And I said to him that you can't style me. You can't. You really can't. And then he's like, oh, no, like you're a Nigerian princess and I'm Nigerian too, like maybe this and that. And I was like, but the moment I did tell you I was Nigerian, you like, I'm begging. You're begging to be Nigerian, and you're very rude to me and saying like, oh, you can never be Nigerian. You're begging. Oh, look at you. You want to be a Niger girl. Where are you from? Where are you even from? And I'm just like, excuse me. You are claiming to want to be friends with me. You're claiming some crazy stuff, and now you're talking about lover because you want to marry me in like 3 months. Are you alright? Already for. Yes, and he's Yoruba. Already, I think he knows what that means. I can't remember what that words mean, but I mean, I think it's something to be like, I'm going to slap your face or you're stupid, something like that. But I'm like thinking, what are you even talking about? It's very impossible to get married to someone in 3 months. You don't even know them. You just met them. You want to get married to me in 3 months. You're right. You must be on one. I don't know what you're on, but you're on one something one. That's a priority to you. That's your number one thing that you like to take. Because I don't know, but the things that's been happening recently, thank goodness I'm safe and sound. But there's just something that really disgusts me is when you're trying to be friends with a female or male and they lie to you about where they were born or they lie to you about their age. Like, girl, why do you have to lie about your age? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, because you're older or younger or whatever your age is doesn't mean I'm not going to be your friend, girl. And when guys do the same thing, it gives me the ick as well. And the worst is also lying about country. I'm from, and then mention like 3-4 countries, and I'm just like, you're not from those countries, are you? I'm hearing India, and then Dominica, and then Congo, and then I find out fully where the person is from. The person is from a country that is like somewhere. Like, you're thinking, where is that country? And you check the map, you're like, oh, so you're Venezuelan, but you can't just say that I'm from Venezuela. You have to say that you're from all these other countries. Were you born in any of these countries? Nope. I don't know what's wrong with people these days. I really don't know. So why? Like, we haven't even started on the right foot. We have not even gone anywhere. We're trying to get to know each other, girl, and you're lying about your birthplace and the country you're from. And on top of that, I'm having even an ick from this guy lying about his age and his country as well. And clearly you both don't even know that I don't roll with people that lie. Like, you like to sit there and be lying about everything about you. Because we haven't even started. We can't even start the friendship on the right foot like that. Has anyone even been through this? Has anyone experienced this before? Can anyone let me know? Are people not just strange when, I won't say strange, but random? Are they not random? Like, it's like rolling a dice and then hoping that if it drops on number 3, the next person you speak to, you lie to them. Or if it drops on number 7, the next person you see them, you say like, you're this age when you're not. Like, what really goes through people's minds? No, think about it. Just for pause and just think, what do you think is really going through their mind when they say they want to be friends with you only, and they've happened to create this, I won't say this facade, because it's not even a facade yet, but like an appetizer to the facade and then make you eat it and go, just eat this. While you're enjoying this appetizer, I'm going to think of more ways to lie and hurt you, so you don't even know who I am. So how am I ever meant to start a true, loyal, consistent friendship with a liar, or with a pretender, or someone that's false? I said fools. I don't roll around fools. I can't be friend with a fool. I can't. I really can't. Like, this is why some people don't want to talk to me, because they're so foolish. There's some people so foolish. There's a time a girl lied against me and tried to turn a group of the Catholic Church against me at one point, and she came to confess that she was sorry that she keep having bad dream and this and that, and God saying this and that, and she's scared. And I'm like thinking, I don't know, I ain't gonna stop God from telling you off from lying against me. And this type of girl looks like she's not the person to do that, because apparently in school people are like, oh, she's so quiet, we can't imagine that she said this. I said, but why is this other girl keep coming to me and trying to say I have the messages on my phone of what she said, and I'm like, okay, why don't you want to show me? She said, I don't want to show you because this is not really like the right place. And I was like, I always speak to her mum when she's being rude to me, and I tell her mum immediately that she's being rude to me, like in her face, in her mum's face and in her face. I tell her mum, and her mum will say to her, look girl, like, and say, look, can you not be rude to her? Can you stop being rude to her? And I don't know whether she says her Ghanaian name as well, or just her English name, but she goes, can you, and start speaking her language, like, not to be rude to her. What did she do to you? And then she goes, nothing. But as soon as I walk out that door, the girl comes later to apologize, and it's like, but why? How can you try to turn people from the school against me and people from the local church that I went to then? Like, that makes no sense. And then on top of that, fast forward in the future, I had a friend who, she also was being very, very treacherous, because she's having bad experience with a guy that she was with or something like that. I didn't know she was dating anyone, by the way, because she likes to know everyone's business. She likes to know everyone's business, but she don't like to share. So I'm just thinking, you like to know everyone's business, but you don't like to share. And also, she's a big gossiper. She likes talking about other people's issues, but she don't like to talk about her situation, which was very strange, I found. And I really, really fed up with so much people's identical behaviors. It's like as if, and you know what's interesting? The two people that were really being false friends and fake friends end up tagging together. Well, I don't say tagging together. End up joining together to be friends, even though I've connected them. Well, not that person to be friends, but I've connected one of that person's cousin who happens to know them. But then the times when someone's harassing me, bullying me, and all these other things and making lies up about me, the same person comes to my house later in the future to upload some of her assignments for uni, because if not, she would have failed, because apparently her internet wasn't working at home. So she managed to come to mine because other people she went to knock on the door, no one opened the door. So in the times you really needed help, now is the time when you came to me, but you were not the righteous person that you were saying you were, because you were very mean in the past towards me. So you have to really understand something, like karma is real. Another friend of mine really did horrible, because this geezer that she tried to hook me up with wanted to slap my face the day we first met. And I said to him, no, I don't want to have a starter, and I don't want to have a dessert, thank you. And I'm paying for my own meal because my mum gave me money to pay for my own main. And then as I was proceeding to eat, He then said, you need to have a starter, you need to have a dessert. And then I said, no, thank you. Then he reached his hand to slap my face. And I remember literally just going, whoo, like trying to dodge it. Told that same friend about it. You know, the same friend tried to date this guy after dating his friend. So people, and also not only that, before this time, the same friend, oh, this another person, by the way, same person, but it's another situation. She basically said, oh, look, like, this person's talking to her. This, I said, like, be careful, because 1-2 cases, like, they're not consistent. So just be careful, because the consistency is not there. And you might feel really hurt because you take things to heart quickly. I take things to heart quickly too, but that person took things to heart times 10 more than I do. So I said, look, just be careful. I know that person since primary school. Just be careful, okay? All right. Went to talk to them. She said, no, specifically give me in this scenario what really happened. Was it transpired between you and that person or through another friend? I said, I can't really give you the detail, because at this point I wasn't trusting why she's asking to give the example of what happened, and so whatever, she can try to sort things out with them. I said, that why would you want to sort things out that was done and dusted from the past, from when we were all in primary school? You mad? That makes no sense. So obviously I'm thinking, this person wants to bring a problem. That's no problem. I'm just concerned about her, because she's done 3 foolish things in situations and not being confident enough to come speak to me. But she's also nosy, because she wants to know what's happening in my life, but she don't want people to know what's happening to her. Sorry, but not sorry. I just feel as though the worst to me, something did happen horribly. She went to go mention I didn't really say the scenario, but I just said primary school, and I didn't say the scenario, and he knew what I was talking about, and she was still thinking what happened. She don't really want to say. But no, can't roll with people who are fake, who are envious, who are jealous, who are confused, who are so confused that when you're trying to help them in the confusion, they like to stay in the confusion. Who say, like, when bad things are happening to you, they say, it's okay, it's just happening for the season. They don't even help. They go, I'll leave you on your own. Both genders, male and female. They leave you on your own and go, oh, I know it'll be sorted out soon. Leave you on your own. They will leave you. Yeah. They will smile when bad things are happening. Horrible things are happening. Those are the kind of friends I will never, ever, ever, ever be with, ever take back. There's nothing to salvage. There's nothing to salvage from that type of friendship. Or even the case where you stop talking to someone for no good reason, and in the future you're looking for them on social media. There's a friend like that. She stopped talking to me for no reason, then looking for me on social media, asking my siblings about me. It's like, would you not give it a rest already? Because you know what you've done, that we are not friends. We don't even talk. You don't talk to me for a reason that I've discovered after. And I was like, oh, you're not talking to me because you're fake. When you're telling me you're too busy to plan to hang out with me, you're telling that other friend that's telling me to come out with her that you're available. And that friend is trying to do like a group meet up. But you're telling me you're not available to see me, but you're available for the group meet up. Which don't make sense. Because if you're clearly not available to see me, you're still going to see me at the group meet up. So what the flip's going on here? So there's a lot of, I said impossible cases where it's like, it's impossible and you cannot. It's very impossible and you cannot do such things like that. And then you want to turn up at the person's events, or you want to turn up. You're not even communicating. Like, you're not even talking. You don't even hang out. We're not friends. And you're telling people sisters. We can't be sisters. We can't even be sisters. We can't even be friends. We're nothing at this rate. You've gone back to, I don't know you. And another person who says, oh, we're friends, da, da, da. Someone asked me recently, they're like, oh, that person said, are you okay? They've not seen you or heard from you. I said, sorry, am I alright? Okay. Am I okay? Okay. Are they okay? Because last time I spoke to them, They didn't even respond. They read the message and didn't respond, and was busy like posting videos and photos on social media. And they live not far from me. So if they live not far from me and they really considered me as a friend, they will come check on me, isn't it? Look, am I losing my marbles here or my Skittles? Which one? Am I losing it? Because I'm clearly not losing it when I know the difference between a true friend and I know the difference between a fake friend. So when I know the difference between a true friend and fake friend from when I was young, yeah, and people been coming in and out of my life, yeah, I don't really like keeping friends too close. So already they don't know this. But if I've decided to, be consistent with you, I'm a loyal person and I'm very loyal and consistent and everything. And I'm really there for you, supportive and everything. But when it comes to me, you're literally like not existing in that place. You're coexisting, but you're not being and you're not living. Whereas I'm being, I'm living, and you're just coexisting. And that's why you have to just keep trying to find out about what someone's doing. And when they ask you, what are you doing as a friend, you flip out, you bug out, you ignore them. That's not friendship. I don't know what that is. You can give that to the dogs, not me. Even the dogs will bark at you and say, look, like, literally, the dogs will be barking at you. And all I can say is, who let the dogs out? Because you and the dog are going to be friends. Because all you know how to do is ignore, or all you know how to do is gossip. And the dogs are good at both. They're good at barking at the other dogs. And they're also very, very good. Very, very good at ignoring you if they don't know you no more. Like, if they don't know you, they don't literally know you, they'll ignore you. Friendships, if the person claims they know you already and they don't know you, is a red flag. Because there was someone recently trying to be friends with me and they claimed they knew me. There's too much assumptions. I don't like very assumptuous people without as much evidence. There's not evidences they've given me. I can say something and give you some evidences. There were no evidences, where it's coming from or the source. It's just, that's the assumption they have. And then that's what they're going to flow with. You don't really go far with that, do you? You don't. In the workplace, in society, anywhere you go, institutions, you don't really just flow with just, there's laws in this world, attraction laws. There's so much laws that's in this world that you don't really need to follow all of the laws, but whatever laws you are following, you just need to make sure you can get some evidences. There's some laws that people go, you can't get evidences of. It's not true. You can. You just have to be someone that's really eager and hungry to actually dig and research and find, Because if you don't do that, you're going to think everyone else is either deluded or you're going to think everyone else is living on some other plane world or something. You're going to be someone that's not interested in reading, researching, learning, and just be sitting there and be thinking, I don't know. Like, I haven't got asked recently, I don't understand how you can do multiple things and you just like doing these multiple things and, it's just something you do. And I'm just thinking, what does that even make any sense? And I said, I don't like doing multiple things. It doesn't make sense. Like, I like to do what's of interest to me. What's of interest to me is what I like to do. That's it. If you don't like to do what's of interest to you, or you don't know your interest, and then they had the nerve to then say, oh, help me with this book that I'm trying to work on. And I'm just like, excuse me? Excuse me? You think I'm going to do this for free? Like, I used to do things for people for free. I've helped people with their books before for free. You think I'm going to do this for free? You must be joking. Because the last 2 people that I said no to, they were upset. And then they said, help me with my event then. I said, you think I'm going to do that for free? The more people that keep coming to me for freebies, the more I've shut down. I don't even care if because I said I'm going to pay you later. In the space of 4 years, there's been 30 people that have asked me to do things for them. And more than half of them wanted me to do it for free. So no thank you. It doesn't work like that. So I know I'm a nice person, I give a lot and all of that stuff. But you can't just tell me for free. And then you come checking up on me on social but not actually call my phone. You're right. Okay. And then you want to say, okay, I'm going to come to your house and talk things out. Don't come talk things out with me when already we spoke about it and it is not for free. So seeing me is not going to change the fact that it is not for free. So, like I said, I'm not ageist. You can be older than me, with friends, whatever. I'm not ageist. I just have a problem with disrespectful friendships, with disrespectful people. I have a problem with them. And this is on and off from when I was growing up. One friend I had that was the best friend I ever had. She passed away with cancer when I was younger. I was in primary school. We had our last school journey together, and then she's gone. She's moved on. Returned back to heaven. In year 7, I've heard she passed away. It changed me a lot. It really, really affected me. Like, I heard it from a girl from school, not even from my own mum. Because my mum said that she didn't want to tell me, blah, blah, blah. Because apparently kids weren't, or children weren't allowed at a funeral. But I heard that a few people from my school that were my age were in the funeral from a girl. So, yeah, I still see her mum sometimes, like, visit and stuff like that. And I just do feel like it's not really, really good when you meet a friend, you get to know someone, and then, the second friend I probably did have was a girl from year 7, or was it year 8, I'm trying to remember, but she went missing at one point, and then years futuristically to come, I think she was found after that, but then futuristically to come, it was affecting everyone in my household and family, because like I remember police coming asking where when last we seen her and everyone. But it was kind of scary because like she was a person that I knew she wasn't trying to move with foolishness, but I know she's going through some stuff later on. I was like, oh wow, she's going through some stuff. I was like, I'm going through things too, but no, she's going through some stuff. But I do feel like when you're growing to get to know people as friends and you've made a switch, or maybe you've decided to not make too much of a fast decision whether or not that person's going to be your lifelong friend or not, and in the future you've reconnected, but literally God is using them to give you some pointers and advice on some things that is a confirmation of a prophecy or something, and you're like, oh wow, interesting, because we were friends back in the days, but then things happen where they were too busy, very busy, and they were too busy trying to settle down at an early age. That was the problem. But they did say they were sorry, they were busy and this and that. But then it's just when people were not trying to settle down by 16, 14, we weren't trying to settle down by that age. But then some people were. So that's the thing. As I settle down, as in people trying to get married by 16, people trying to do the most in those retrospects, not just have a boyfriend but settle down. And then some other people, they were kind of occupied in some sense at home with duties, because they could be the first child in the household or the second child or whatever. So obviously that's the reason why. And things happen in their family, people pass away every year or every other month and all this other stuff So, yeah, but it's just to have a true friend. They can tell you truly and really and really and truly, and are consistent and communicate. Even if they were low or sad or down, they can tell you or message you a little bit how they feel. But if they feel like you don't want to listen, they might need to voice note if they don't want to read it, or video call, or see you face to face. But this thing where I heard from so and so, this is what's happening. It's not a good sign. That's your friend. You couldn't have heard from so and so when you're my friend. You know. You could have heard from so and so. So I can go on and on and on and on about this topic of friendship. I can go on, but I just have to give you the difference between a true friend and a fake friend. A fake friend only wants to only talk about themselves when they're talking to you. Like when I say they only want to talk, they don't ask about you. They just say, like, I've been doing this. They don't ask about you. Like, that's it. They don't ask about you. They don't ask to hang out. They don't ask, they don't even ask about you on a weekly basis. They only want to see you once a year. Like some acquaintance or something. That's an acquaintance type of thing, not a friendship. They don't invite you to special occasions that they have. They want freebies from you always because they go, oh, we're friends, isn't it? So you give it to me for free. When they know that this is probably your business, or they know that you would want to be paid from it. A friend will be there to support you no matter what. They'll be there to promote you. They'll be there to cheer you on. You know, I feel like because some people have never seen someone that's true. Like, I've been in a situation, I'm so real and so true and love, like, to the person. They don't like it. They don't like it. And they want to start something with me. They don't like it. And because you don't like, I'm thinking I'm the problem, but they're not used to having a true loyal friend. They're not used to it. So who am I to blame now? Like, I can't blame me. I have to blame their upbringing, their past. If they're not used to it, it's not my fault. I'm not your therapist. You know? It's not my fault that you're not used to having a loyal friendship, consistent, true, you know, fun, you know, creative, lots of activities. You're not used to it. Or you're not used to even like being on your phone to your female friend and she's cheering you on, or you guys are doing activities. You're not used to it. It's not my fault. You're not used to that. And me calling to do like a sleepover or to do something fun, I paid for some stuff for us to do. You said you're gonna be there, but you don't turn up. How can you you can be stood up by your own good friend and waste money? It's happened to me. But would they have stood up a guy that they liked, or a girl that they liked, or they were trying to get to know more? Would they have stood them up? So it's called a disrespect when your female friends stand you up when you've paid for an activity that you're supposed to be doing, and they don't even let you know what's going on, and they even like don't tell you. You have to go reach out to them. It's just like, what? So no, I do think also when it comes to guys too, because you're paying for stuff for guys, and like I paid for some stuff for male friends, some male friends, some acquaintances, some dates, yeah. And in a relationship. And it's just like, I'm like, is it because I'm paying for you, so you're being so annoying now? Like, pay for yourself next time. But it's just like, look, the time I say I don't want to pay because I just can't be bothered right now, like, it shouldn't end the friendship, you know? But the times when like I am paying, like, you're not valuing me. So I can't be with friends that don't value. They don't value you. They don't even know what value even means. They think value is just because they see you wearing a designer. So you must, you must be on one because you got designers and you got branded stuff and you got this. The moment I'm not wearing no designer, I'm not wearing branded stuff, you don't want to value me, or you don't listen, you don't want to respect me. Look, the moment I decide not to give you a specific amount of money or send it to you, or whatever, you don't want to value me. I promise you, on my life, this geezer was pissing me off. The one I lied about his age. I promise you, on my life, if you just send me that stat, send me just 2K, I'll make you my wife under 24 hours. I'm like, what? I was like, you're a liar. And I will never want to marry someone just because he told me he needs a specific amount of money. Huh? So now I should marry you because if I give a specific amount of money, you will marry me. That makes no sense. As much as the person was saying they were smart, they were fool. The most foolish smart person I've ever heard of. There's a lot of smart fools out here, but that was the most foolish one, and other things that was being said. But I do feel like when you're really, really in a situation where you want to be friends with someone, do not bribe them. Do not tell me I give you 1K, then, or 2K, or 3K, whatever amount. The next minute you be my friend, or tomorrow you marry me. You mad? I'm better off keeping my money because I need to get batteries for my new Nintendo Switch. I'm better off keeping my money to put batteries in my keyboard. I'm better off keeping my money to save up to get a piano. I'm better off keeping my money. The list goes on, because some things that I currently do have needs new batteries. Must be joking. And needs me, and I need to buy new things for it. I probably need to take some things also to be fixed at the shop, the stores that are specifically music stores. Or I need to go to a new bookshop because I need to buy new books because I bought books but I need more. So I'd rather keep my money and keep my sanity than to accept something that is not even normal. That is not even normal for anyone to do. Even someone says like, oh, I want to buy you food, so, but yeah, just to talk to you, be your friend. Like, you mad? I'll eat your food and I'll walk away, even though that's not happened. No one has ever said anything about buying food to be friends. But they've been in a situation when a friend said, I want to cover the meal to come to my birthday, but if you don't come to my birthday, we will never be friends again. And I will never come to any of your birthdays. And I'm thinking in my head, so you want me to come to your birthday? You know, I really at this point just paid a huge amount of rent to my mum, and you want me to come to that birthday knowing I cannot, and you know my situation. This wasn't now though, this was a few years ago. And then if I don't come, you threatened me. Like, who do you think you are? It's like you're telling me this on message, but you can't say this to my face. This is what people do. They like to text behind the screen, you know, the keyboard warriors, or whatever you want to call them. But you see them in person, they won't say anything. They don't say anything they said. No shit's coming out their mouth. Because they don't even remember. I don't remember saying that. Show me. Look at the message. It's not like that. It's not really. What is it? What a guinea is a guinea. What is it? What do you mean? If I just give you one Holy Spirit slap. Because really and truly, people really need intervention. They need help. Because you can never beg anyone to be your friend. They're your friend, that you don't want to style them now. You want to play me why you. It's not me you play why you. Ha! And then on top of that, it's just like gossipers, foolish people. Sorry, I'm tired of that. All my energy, I'm literally saving it. There's a person literally I had to cut off recently because he was being toxic. He was like toxic. Like, he was being so toxic. It's scary. You want to be friends, but you're confused. You don't want to be friends, you're confused. Okay. Then you decided to go on live and put my business out on live, which was the business I say on live. I think my address or my postcode, which is weird. Then later on, they're like, oh, I don't have friends. I said, cool. Are you saying you want to be my friend by telling me you don't have friends? Or are you saying you want to be my friend? Oh, I want to be friends, but I've gone through a lot. I'm like, I know you've gone through a lot because I've gone through a lot too. But the thing I don't understand is why they said come to my workplace and we can give you free food and free drinks and stuff like that, because I work there and we can hang out at my workplace. I said, okay, that sounds nice, but why can't you hang out outside of your work? place while you're at work? Why do I need to hang out with you while you're at work? You know, it's different if I was passing by, but why do I need to hang out with you when you know what I mean? And then I said, look, can we not just hang out in the local cafe? You can meet in the middle. Meet at the local cafe. And I won't say I regret giving this person money, but I regret one thing. Trusting they were going to give me my money on time. Because it's like, I know they needed help, so I gave it, and they said they did. I was like, yeah, I heard you really need help. I didn't mind that. What I now realize is when I'm gifting them something and now the whole atmosphere has changed. And it's scary because I said, you know, you have to be able to say if you're being my friend or you're being more than that. You need to be clear, because you're telling one person this, you're telling one person that. Just be friends. Just be friends. But he's confused. But then I said, okay, I'm going to probably give you space. Giving the person space, come back to find out later, like, they're a very colorist person and shadist and some other things I don't want to even say, but it's scary because you're thinking you're in the wrong, but then you're thinking, oh my goodness, like, I have not done anything wrong. This is just them. They treat everyone like this. And it's going to come a time where they're going to regret it. and when they do regret it, they're going to repeat the same thing. So this is just it. They just like the cycle, the vicious cycle of they like hurting people. They were hurt, so they just hurt. They don't want to heal. So it's a thing where they like the company of other people, but they don't really like to be consistent and honest to whom they said they were allegiant. I'm like, don't you ever tell me you're going to be loyal and honest to me as a friend, but then you turn around and you do the opposite. Like, and I told them off and they were being rude and upset, but then realized they shouldn't have, but then apologized, but not really. The apology was an apology. He didn't say sorry, but they did say sorry, they were busy, but that's not it. The thing is the disrespect and the lies and the, you know, being so confused about what they really want. And like, no pressure, but I do feel like they felt under pressure, and to this day they need to look after themselves though, because the way they're moving around, it has to be like that. But the way they're moving around, like, so busy, like, you don't even have time to communicate with people. He's probably just talking to the ceiling and the wall, but he don't have time to talk to no one. I'm just saying. So you don't have time to even talk to anybody, but you have enough time to do one or two busy, and you want friends. You said you clearly don't want friends because you wouldn't give your friends the time of the day. You don't know what you want. You clearly don't want friends. You prefer to be on your own, but you're trying to convince yourself that you want friends. Don't know what that sounds like, but I don't say it sounds psychopathic or it just sounds crazy in some sense. But I do feel like when you're really trying to have a heart-to-heart conversation with someone and it's pure, you're trying to be, you know, and it's, you know, it's engaging, but the busyness of the busyness gets to their head that they're just too busy, and then they think everyone else is against them because they don't want to be friends, but it's like, no, make it make sense. But I do feel like when I meet different types of people who want to be friends, like, I don't just say, okay, now, like, we're just friends now. I call it acquaintance stage, but in most cases they said friends, and I said, okay, we're friends, we're getting to know each other, you know. But really and truly, it's actually acquaintance stage if you just met each other. But if you met each other before, other person I met before, but they were busy, so we didn't speak for months. Now we've reconnected with each other somehow, another way, But they didn't know it was, well, they didn't realize it was me. I didn't realize it was them. And I was like, oh, wait, it's them. Oh, cool. Now, if they were too busy and I just let them go and we reconnected 2-3 times, maybe they do really need to communicate and be friends. But they just said they want brothers and sisters, but they don't want friendship, which doesn't make sense, because we can't be brothers and sisters when we haven't even gone past acquaintance and friends. Then you want brothers and sisters. Now today you want to say you want to be a lover. I'm confused. Like it does. It's just the time frame is everything is being said that is too fast, and because it's too fast, and I now communicate to find out, they said they didn't really mean like it. Which one did you mean? Being friends, being brothers and sisters, or you saying you want a serious relationship with me? Come again. Because I don't care about your age. You can be older than me, so much older than me, my age or younger, and you act like this. I will just sit there and I just think, you must not love yourself to some extent. To actually go and sit down and think about what you really want in life. I know this other nonsense that happens when, you're friends with someone, they want to find out they want to find out your opinion on everything they do. Like, that is your life. I may have an opinion, I can give you the opinion, but that doesn't mean you need to change yourself. If you keep coming to ask me, what do you think of this that I'm doing? What do you think? And I give you the feedback. That's not my opinion. I give you a feedback. But I say, in my opinion, that doesn't mean you should go change yourself because you want my opinion so badly. Why don't you feel comfortable in doing you? Why do you have to keep coming to ask me for my opinion on what you're doing? It's different if you say, give me a feedback. I can give you feedback, but giving my opinion on what you're doing shouldn't change what you are doing. Okay? Like, I'm me, you are you. So my opinion of what you're doing shouldn't change that. So I like friendships that are honest, true, consistent, no non-judgmental, growth. I'm saying, like, your ride or whatever ones, like riding, like you're riding forever, like long-term friendship. You guys keep like, growing, not all this. Like, and even if you do come back together to be friends, in the future, not the fake friends, but, the ones that you try to salvage, but things couldn't really salvage, as much. But it do feel like I really don't want to be with friends with certain people that I met in the past, ever. Like, because they were energy drainers. What's those people? Energy suckers. They were like your brain cells are thinking, why do you have to use your brain cell? Your brain is thinking, why are you using your brain cells on this person? You're tired of this. This is not giving. This is just something that you need to let go of and cut off because it's toxic and it's not healthy. The worst is being threatened. I don't think any person that said they want to be friends or they want to be in a serious relationship with me should ever in their life think to threaten me, because anyone who wants to say they want to threaten me on something that they are confused about, they want to say something because they have nothing to do. I said to them, I don't like drama. They said they don't like drama. I said, I don't like drama at all. The only drama that I want to know is the drama I watch in a movie or a drama that I see, like, in the TV or something. But you want to bring drama to me, but you want to threaten me. You're not all right. That is not normal to do. And then try to act like it didn't happen. Straight after is given, you must be messed up in the head. You're acting like it didn't happen. Just like a few people, like I said, that tried to set me up, and other person that tried to kill me. This is recently, by the way. Look, how can people act like they didn't try to do what they've tried to do, or act like they didn't say what they tried to say? Why? Why does this happen? Why? Why do you have to act like you didn't? Like, I don't get it. Like, what bubble are you living in? Why do you have the audacity to do the things you're doing? But the moment I've said something now, you want to act like you didn't say it. The moment you want to act like you didn't try to do that, you want to act like, apologizing in a way that's narcissistic is not an apology. Apologizing in a way because you're scared is not apology. Apologizing because you now know that this thing's you're literally in trouble. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. You're in the wrong and you're in trouble. Now you want to give me some fake apology? That makes no sense. Like, make that make sense. But all that being said, friendship topic on this series is continuing. This friendship topic is continuing probably the next season, but currently I'm going to wrap it up. If you guys are looking for true friends, look for the signs of a true friend. If you guys are looking to know the difference between a true friend and a fake friend, look at the signs of a fake friend. Look at the signs of a true friend and a fake friend and then make your decision from there. Because it doesn't matter what I say, really. Like, I don't know you, you don't know me. You need to check yourself too. Check the signs whether you're being a true friend. Check the signs whether you're being a fake friend. This should help you so you know where you are at the moment and where you need to be. Because I can be here for the next 2-3 hours, because now it's about 1 hour 11 minutes, and probably you didn't really get anything I said. Maybe you don't even speak English. Konnichiwa. Like, some of my podcasts on Amazon is being listened to by Japanese people and people from other countries. I saw Indonesia. I've seen India. I don't know how you all are listening to me. Literally. I don't know. Unless you guys understand English, because I'm speaking English in this. But I do feel it should help people, especially if you're speaking English. If you're not speaking English or speaking another language, I don't know how you're going to literally listen to this, to be honest. I really don't know. Unless someone's going to be at least able to translate this for me to your language. But friendship is important in life. And it doesn't really matter how you met that person, whether it's a male or female, or male and female. It doesn't really matter, because a friend is a friend. Okay? And if that friend is not true friend, it will be a toxic friendship, and you need to cut that friend off. And if that friend is a true friend, you need to value the friendship, because if you don't, someone else will value that friendship. And someone else will value that friendship and you will feel offended and you won't be friends with them. However, if someone else is valuing that friendship, you should learn from that other friend why they value you. So you don't feel like a competition or threatened, because that person can have as many friends as they want. You don't really need to feel some type of way because they are friends with maybe 3-4 people and you just want them to be your only friend. But you want to have 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 friends, but you don't want them to have that much friends because you think you're going to lose them. Either way is a lose-lose for you, because you're walking with very negative energy, and that's not going to help you. It's going to actually affect you more than them, because you're the fake friend, because you're the one that doesn't want to create the time. You're the one that doesn't want to, be consistent, be loyal. It's going to affect you. And in the long run, people really see who you are and your true colors. And there's nothing you can do or bribe anyone or to say, that will make them stay with you. And if you did bribe them, they are not your true friend. They will walk as your enemy because you bribed them to stay with you. So this is it. I'm rounding up why Manchester United are unlikely to sack Erik ten Hag. Sorry. Just the athletics on football. Okay, so today is Wednesday the 13th of December. It's now 7:11 p.m. It's Vivian Chizima Brown-Simai. I'm speaking from Manchester, and I will be returning back to London tomorrow. If you guys do want to give me any feedback on here, you can email me on vivsemail00@gmail.com. So that's V for Victory, I for Ink, V for Van, S for Sugar, E for Echo, M for Mother, A for Apple, I for Igloo, L for Love, 00. So that's a number, 00, at gmail.com. So G for green, M for mother, A for apple, I for ink, L for love.com, C for carrot, O for orange, M for mother. So, and also, I forgot to mention this. Sorry about that. You guys can follow me on TikTok. My TikTok is ChocoVivSpeaks.po. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is London_podcaster. Or was it the other way around? No, London_podcaster. You can follow me on Twitter, ChocoVivSpeaks. I think that's it for now. The other page I'm currently working on, it's my new model page. I had one before, which I think at the time, Facebook, I couldn't log in anymore. Facebook did ask to, I'll say partner with me, which is kind of freaky, but they sent me this actual direct, contacted me in my LinkedIn, actual Facebook, and my Facebook in a lockdown about one of my modeling pages. Anyways, I'm currently working on a new one, but not a new page, but a new Facebook. If I can actually log in, because I've been having issues with someone trying to reinstate one of my Instagram that I had permanently deleted, and I got a text about it. Someone, which makes no sense because it's permanently deleted, and it says give this password. I'm like, I'm not on Instagram though. What are you talking about? And I can't log in. I didn't remember passwords because I had issues remembering passwords and stuff. But the memory on passwords is better now than it was before. Much better. So basically, I'm really under the impression that this new account, I really need to give it once I've literally set it up properly. The new Facebook, once I set it up properly. Other than that, those are the socials I'm giving you guys. I don't really, when I say Twitter, is it Twitter or is it X? Sorry, X, formerly known as Twitter. So this ChocoVivSpeaks on there. But I don't use Telegram no more. Oh, one more thing. The Snapchat is Queen Viv. I can't even remember the name. I just literally created it. Queen Chi Vivs XXX. It's Queen Chi Vivs XXX. That's a Snapchat. Queen Chi Vivs XXX. All right then. Let you go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay. Take care, everyone. Bye.